This whole squatter area is done for. Will probably never be rebuilt. That's it for the car. I close it. Jessa caught me off guard on this one for sure. She had read about a big fire in Lapu Lapu here in Cebu, and there were over 600 homes burnt down and over 5,000 people were left homeless in a squatter area, which means this is people with very little to none resources to help themselves. She told me she had started taking donations to help the people with essentials like food, water, and so forth. It was terrific to hear she wanted to do this, and obviously it was not much of a trouble for her to convince me to join her and help her out with what I could. I mean, this is Jessa's project. I'm just here to help. So we did agree immediately on one thing. Every single peso, every dime that comes in would be spent on the cause itself, not for expenses. We would shoulder all expenses along the way. This meant our followers would donate for the shopping, and Jessa and I would pay for the fuel, food, hotel, and the time spent on this project. It ended up around 2K in fuel and just about 5K in hotel plus food. She received just about 25K in donations, and we shopped for around 26K. However, helping in the Philippines is difficult, as we soon would learn. Before I go ahead of myself, let's look at the journey through this, and I will come back to you in the end of the video and have a little talk about how we experienced this whole experience, and I will also explain why we never did anything like this before. We're here in the city. I'm just outside of Hotel Pier 4 with the beautiful Robinson Galleria behind me. We are going to go to Lapu Lapu and check out what the people there need after that horrible fire. It's supposed to be 600 homes destroyed, 4,000 people homeless. We want to see with our own eyes, and we want to see what people need with our own eyes before we go to the mall and buy what we can to help them out. We're gonna give them care packages. It's a little bit thing we can actually do with the help from all of you who donated the total amount of, I think it is 25,000 pesos. Amazing. Let's go and check out the area. It's gonna be bad, guys. It's gonna be bad. We are here. Let's go in and see the damages with our own eyes. So as I said, what I heard is supposed to be 600 house, right, Jessa?
Yep.
And over 4,000 people homeless. So we've been told that the people themselves, they are in a shelter.
Yes. In the shelter.
Yep, let's go in and see what it's like in here.
Hi.
Hello. Here you see the damages. God. This is a so-called squatters area, and yeah, this is horrible. I'm gonna keep walking and see if I can get a better view in here. A little bit overwhelming. knowing what happened here just a few days ago. It's rough. Do you know anything about casualties here?
What's that?
Did anyone die in the fire?
I didn't hear yet.
Didn't hear. So
Please never get a full detail.
no, right. We will update you with more info when we have them. So let's go in here and see what is left. There are some people here. Hello. Let's go. Well, that's one place that survived, being a little bit by itself, I guess. But here we are in the midst of everything. I mean, it's bad. It's very bad, guys. There's quite a few people here.
Yeah, because it's got the other place there. It's full.
So maybe we can help the people here then. Oh God. Hello. I'm good, thank you. Hello. Hello.
What up?
Big disaster.
What up? Shout out.
Shout out to you. Big disaster. It's horrible. And you still find people smiling. Can you believe it? That's only in the Philippines, I think. What day did this happen, Jessa? Squatter area means that it's cheap houses. It's not if they're built on other people, on other owners' land, I think. But a lot of people live like this. This Philippine style. I'm from Norway.
Si Ate Shine.
Ayaw ko ka na
Okay.
Di ra ka pilunte. Ay
Ayaw ko pila kay mapit ko sa inyong vlog.
Ay raglingi.
It's water down there.
Yeah.
Lot of work though. Yeah.
Don't you worry.
Don't you worry about a thing. My God, this is... I guess this used to be a kitchen at some point. It is... Everything is... And a lot of them are like half cemented houses, yeah?
Yep.
And the rest is gone.
Even the mold been affected too? That's a big one.
No, I think that's just a soot. Like the black smoke, right?
Huh?
The black smoke. And maybe some windows crashed out.
Yeah.
From the heat maybe, or probably been crashed out a long time. All I can say for sure is this is gut-wrenching. This is bad. I don't know the correct number of people at homeless, but what I operate with, the latest numbers we've seen is 4,000. I'm inclined to believe that that is a very correct estimate, because people tend to live, many people in one small house or room in the Philippines. But this whole squatter area is done for. Will probably never be rebuilt. It will not. Because it's a squatter area is when an area of a lot of houses goes up on another owner's land, right? That is not in use. And that's what happened here. There we have some security guys watching the area. Hi!
That is my friend.
That's your friend?
Oh yeah.
That's nice. Friends are important, huh? This is my new friend. Ah, shy. The boy is shy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna figure out how to do this. We still have no idea how to do this. What I do see is that there are quite a few people here. Huh?
Yeah.
Should we help those first? Or
will see.
will we talk about it in the car? Because I have no idea how to
Yeah.
do this. We will figure it out, guys. I wanna show you. I want to let you see how devastatingly big this fire has been. And I'm walking through people's homes now. Just probably a week ago. I don't exactly know when this fire happened. 13th at 12th I think is the first news article I have from this area. And 12th it is now. What date is it now? Now we're gonna help, but tomorrow. Jessa, what date is it today?
What date today?
Date.
Hello, sir.
Hello, what date?
Hello, sir. 16.
So the first news article was on 12th, so 4 days ago the fire was?
Yes.
Yeah, 4 days ago.
4 days ago.
So it's not old, guys. It's not old. And me and Jessa, we have collected 25,000 pesos that we are gonna spend helping, doing our little bit together with those who gave, which we appreciate so much. You have no idea. That's what gives us the option, the possibility of doing this little help here before Christmas. And me and Jessa are gonna go to the car now and we're gonna discuss how to move on.
Yep.
I guess. The boys here, he's not shy, but some of them are. The green, they're shy. Here, Jessa. Seen enough?
Yes. I will make a video like this.
You will make a video up there?
Yes.
Ah. Okay. So we're gonna head out of here and catch you on the outside. Time for me to take Liam and let Mama Jessa make a video. Here you see the people who did not go to a rescue center. They are just living along the road, just side road of where the fire was, just by the mall there. And yeah, I feel very sad for them, but they are taken care of. They get food and everything they need to survive, so that is nice. And just to let you see the grim differences, there you saw the area where the fire was, and I turn around the camera and you see this marina with big yachts and a rich man's club just as their neighbor. Right now we are just outside of the evacuation center. It should be around the corner here somewhere. And Jessa,
Yes.
as I understand it, the people that are left up there, they get food boxes, they get a lot of water, they're
Yes.
good. So we're gonna check out what the people here needs, talk with helpers, talk with the people themselves and see what they need in a care package,
Yep.
and try to fulfill that need.
Yep.
That's what we're gonna do. Yeah. My brain not working. I'm so tired, guys. I'm so tired. I need sleep. Here we got some followers. Come here, little man. Okay. Here. These people are going through so much in their lives right now, and the fact that I still even care about wanting to take photos with Jessa, want to take photos with me, and just hook up for a little chat there, and that makes their day a little bit better. Yeah, that makes me feel better. I'm very happy that we could make them smile a little bit extra in these unfortunate times of their lives. Kudos to the spirit of the people though. Filipinos, they're very, very brave people and they're used to struggle.
Okay.
And they power through it with a smile around their mouth. Can you believe it?
We are now at the very end of the street here where they are located. And we are going to show you, or I am going to show you, the whole system here, which is actually very efficient and well working. Everybody here gets help. They get this care packages. They have everybody gets fed. Everybody have a shelter, which is amazing, and that makes me happy to hear. So what I'm gonna do, what Jessa is doing now, she's gonna talk with one of the head of the operation here and ask them, tell them that we have about 25k, and ask them what do you want us to do with them, and we're gonna follow the instructions, come back with what they lack and what we can bring with private funds that they don't get from the government. And yeah, that's the way we're gonna do it, because food is not needed here. Here you see the fence that they occupy for now. Let's hope it's only for a little while. And yeah, as I said, I'm impressed with the system here. It just arrived a huge truck with more essentials. So I'm guessing what me and Jess are gonna focus on is diapers and maybe things for the kids, and we have no idea really. But whatever they tell us that they need, that is of course what we can do, because maybe some things that's not so easily achieved by government operation, that private money can get in addition to what they already have. This is already a very, very good help, and I'm impressed by the Philippine government in this case. This is amazing, guys. So their tent camp down there, as I showed you, and we have another one right here that I'm walking past now. It's not much, but it is a shelter, and that's what's needed for temporary. And that is amazing. Here, this is good, guys. This is really good. I couldn't be happier to see that in the Philippines things actually comes together when needed. At least this time it did, and that is kind of amazing. People are still at high spirits. They are still, I mean, this is obviously devastating. All people here lost their house not more 4 days ago, but yeah, they continue, they fight on, and I am sure most of these people, it will end up well. I hope for the best for all of them. But for now, I'm gonna go back to Jessa, and we're gonna find out what is the best course of action, what they want. We're gonna go and get it all, at least as much as we can for the money we have.
Here we have a little bit of a look inside one of the two camps on site. I mean, these are the very, very simple tents that they sleep in. On the stage here is where they coordinate for this camp. I would assume there's two of these two big places.
Sardines with tomato sauce. Let's prove them wrong, yeah?
Yeah,
Let's prove them wrong, yeah?
When we were there, as you see in the video, we thought everything was working. It's not really, we will talk more about that later. Here, however, you see the number of people in the camp, and the next paper there shows more detailed who's pregnant, who is breastfeeding, who is not, and all of that.
gatas niya.
We are here in Cologne. We're parking in the mall across 138, where they have actually a parking garage. So we are gonna do our shopping in Cologne, because according to Jessa, they have the cheapest diapers and stuff. So that's where we're gonna do our shopping to get the most bang for the bucks that we do have. And we have received, or Jessa have received, about 25,500, 600, 700 around there. So just to be sure, we're gonna shop for around 26,000. And as promised, we will show you the receipt for everything coming in and the receipt for all of the shopping, so you can see that the math adds up. Right now, me and Jessa are gonna go shopping, and after that, I see you again.
As you can see, it is shopping time. This is diapers and milk for infants and young children. We did also buy soap for washing clothes, as that is a severe lack of, and 2,400 single packs of coffee.
Car is filled up. Diapers and milk in the back. That water is actually not included. That is me and Jessa's water. So I'm gonna come back with exact numbers of how much of everything we bought. In here is soap and coffee. And right now it is time for us to deliver the whole shebang to where we're supposed to deliver everything, since we can't pass it out ourselves. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. In true Philippine style, everything changed, yeah? Open up! So we're gonna deliver everything up there! Everything needs to be delivered. Yes. No, that's ours. Everything goes. There's a lot of people here. Very many. That's it for the car. And close it.
No.
Yes.
Oh!
Okay, I can close it myself. Get out. Close. Watch this. Ah, no, that's heavy. So there's quite a few people here, as you can see.
And thank you so much, ma'am. Yes. And I'd like to know, I'm happy, I believe.
Aksel, my husband.
Hello, Aksel. Thanks for sharing your time, of course, with your wife. Our victims, the fire victims of Pasok, really appreciate just the presence of the two of you, of course, with this relief assistance, especially for children. In behalf of the residents who are affected by the fire, thank you so much. And kung sa'yo may magbisahin mo. Ayos ko.
First of all, masasalamat ko sa nilunit namin my followers, fans, to Lois Vlog, to Philippines in Norway, and nagpasalamat din po ako kahit sa mga tao na malipayan, even though in disaster calamity. So happy to see you!
Salamat kayo ng Jessa. Panimot sa volunteers at uling hawanan din niya. Anak, din ma'am. Ma'am,
When I talk about how impressed I am with the government on this occasion, I unfortunately speak too soon. While they get fed and have a place to stay, this operation has many issues. For those left back in the area, as I showed in the video, we were told everything was fine and they were taken care of. In hindsight, those are mostly people who could not document that they were living in the affected area and therefore were not included in the help program that the government put up. At least that's what I am under the impression of now. I don't know for sure, but that is where my mind has gone now. Then there is the issue with the donations. They refuse to accept food like spaghetti and tomato sauce because the expiration date is too short. I had heard this mentioned online but never believed it to be true. The reason was that they needed to process it before it was handed out and therefore it was not suitable to give. While understandable, easy solutions, easy to fix. While it is true that the government needs to deliver help in an organized form, since if you do not, say, if you're a private person and you try to give 100 bags of food to 5,000 people, all kind of mayhem are going to occur. And we saw tendencies of it already a couple of times being there. It would, however, be a very easy fix by organizing everything a little bit differently, and that way we could use all the food coming in. It's just about organization of the stuff. No need to turn down perfectly good food. That's a big no-no, at least in this situation. So no used clothes are allowed to be donated. While there are too many clothes donated already, as we've seen with our own eyes, there's more clothes than needed there already. But do not state that we only accept new clothes. Let everybody know that no more clothes are needed, period. Nobody will trust anyone telling you to deliver new clothes to people who lost everything. If some people in need refuse to accept the donated used clothes, let them run around naked for all I care. Used clothes is perfectly fine in this situation, and when you go out and say that only donate new clothes, and me and Jessa have seen it with our own eyes, there's more clothes than needed there. So where are those new clothes going? That's what pops into my head, and probably what pops into a lot of other people's head too, and then they just choose not to donate at all, right? Just make it perfectly clear, clothes no longer needed, we have what we need. Used clothes work perfectly fine in this situation. So all people are supposed to deliver everything to a facility, and then it is shared out in boxes with government handouts and private donations mixed together, at least as I understand it, that is how it goes. People, however, still come to deliver directly to the shelter because they have no trust in the packaging facility. Jessa and I were supposed to deliver at said facility, but the map showed the wrong destination, so we returned to the camp with everything we had already bought in the car. A good thing we did, since even if this was the very next day after we had first been there and been told how everything works, and that they have food and water, but they lack soap for washing clothes and milk and diapers for their children. Now, 24 hours later, most of the people were already moved to another facility where they were provided with a proper room. We went to that place and they agreed that we could deliver it on stage and start sharing it via their control to all mothers who needed milk and diapers that were around at that time. The rest will be distributed at a later time. So we did what we were told. We bought diapers, we bought milk, we bought milk for babies obviously, and we bought soap for washing clothes. When there's so many people, 25,000, 36,000 only go so far, right? And in addition, I bought 2,400 cups of generic coffee, since I thought, even if it's maybe not the best coffee, have something like coffee is soothing, it calms your nerve. It's good to have in a situation like this. I have no idea if they needed it or not, but that was only like 2,000 pesos worth of the total donation anyway, and it was 2,400 cups of coffee. I hope it was well received. I do not know. Anyway, as you can see in this video, we were there. Jessa delivered out herself diapers, milk, soap for washing clothes, and generic brand of coffee. And as you can see from the receipt I am showing you right now, we shopped for 26,200 and pocket change pesos. What we gave away was what was needed the most. That was what they really needed, what we bought, except from the coffee maybe, but that was the only comforting that we bought. For all donations that came in, Jessa has posted them on our Facebook page, Dahl's Family. You see all donation update posts there by Jessa in the period that the campaign was active. And you will see that it was 25,000 something, and we shopped for 26,200. So now, the big question, guys. Would we do it again? The answer to that is yes, but no. No, we will never do it again in a big city like Lapu Lapu. And the reason is as follows. They make it damn near impossible to help as a private person. Mix that in with the lack of trust that if you deliver to a facility, like, we hear all these things about you deliver to the facility and a lot of the good stuff is gonna go away. And it seems to be correct in many cases. So, the best food, the best clothes, never getting sent to the people they were meant for. And as long as there is that distrust there, that you can't really trust it, and you're not allowed to go and deliver it yourself. Me and Jessa got to deliver some of the diaper ourselves, but we have no idea what happened to the rest. Hopefully it will be delivered as supposed to. If it went into that facility to be further distributed, I have no idea. But yeah, you just don't know, right? And I kind of lack of trust. I have lack of trust, to be honest. Sad to say. That is a system problem, so that needs to be fixed, taken care of, dealt with, so people won't have that distrust. You can't have that distrust when you're trying to give away something. Top it up with a system that is not working fluidly, and food donations that will not be accepted. And most people who have done this once, I swear to you, they will not try again, just like me and Jessa. It's just too much of a hassle. We will, however, help again, in the same way as now, but in a smaller scale, in a smaller barangays, where we can give direct help when something happens there. For big cities, it's just impossible, and you never really know where your help goes. Am I happy I did it? Yes. I'm very sad at the same time to see how hard it is to navigate the system, but it is what it is. I do feel my way of helping all year around through my website contest for followers is an excellent way of small help for people. This year alone I'm giving away over 80k, and next year I'm sure there will be more. But also I want to do this again when something happens in a more off the beaten path location, where we can be much more hands-on in the help we give. The sad thing though, guys, while we did this, Jessa got scammed and had to close down her Gcash. That's why you just have to check out the donations coming in on her Facebook page itself. Because she had to close on her Gcash. If that never happened, I'm sure we would have had maybe 5,000 or 10,000 more. So she lost 3,100 pesos, which we replaced. So all the money that came in is still just this 3,100 came off our own pocket because it was stolen donation money. We had to close down the account and stop the donation campaign. So we stopped it like 24 hours before we should have. I guess that's what you get for being kind. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way until the end. If you liked it, subscribe to our YouTube, subscribe to our Facebook. It would help out a lot. We also have a website called earthoftomorrow.com where you can find all of my videos. We have forum, travel reviews, product reviews, and a whole big community for everybody interested in anything to do with the Philippines.